Hey Cinemark, I'm Garen Flowers, and I'm joined by Alex Skarsgård, the star of The Northman. Let's talk about your character Amleth. Who is he? What drives him?
In the prologue, Amleth is a young boy, and he has to witness this brutal murder of his father by his uncle, and then the kidnapping of his mother. When we're reunited, not reunited, but when we meet him again 20 years later, his dream is to be reunited with his mother, and he's been alone for 20 years. He's now a Viking berserker in Eastern Europe, and again is very emotionally closed off, and incredibly alone, and again his drive is just to be reunited with his mother.
Break down The Northman for me and how you approach this classic tale of Amleth seeking vengeance.
Yeah, so basically, it was shocking for me to know that like Shakespeare's Hamlet is based on an Old Norse tale called Amleth. And I was really excited when I found this because I realized, wow, I can make a movie for a broad audience, that like a Viking movie that because everybody knows the story of Hamlet, everybody knows the Lion King, right? And so I can also share with audiences stuff about Viking mythology and ritual culture, and like share with them a whole new world that they've never seen before without getting lost, because this is a plot that everybody knows.
I will avenge you, father! I will save you, mother! I will kill you, Fiona!
I will avenge you, father. I will save you, mother. I will kill you, Fiona.
Why would he stow away to such a hellish place?
To find what was stolen from me.
And what is that?
The kingdom.
What are the challenges you think of making a movie like this? That's a classic folklore story that's, a long told tale.
They have a very unique tone, these sagas. They often revolve around a family feud, a drama, a very clear revenge story, but the tone is very stark and harsh, and the language is very dry and laconic, and the goal was to try to capture that, the essence of those old sagas. So that's this story lent itself beautifully to the movie, to base the movie on that narrative, the very clear revenge story, but then go deeper into the mythology and the world that the Vikings lived in.
I had the opportunity to make the most historically accurate Viking movie because no one's ever really attempted, and there hasn't been a ton of Viking movies. Thanks to the History Channel Vikings TV show, people are really into Vikings now. But I got to work with the greatest historians and archaeologists in the world of Viking studies to bring this to life. And hopefully we've made an incredibly immersive, exciting movie by doing that.
Why should folks go watch this movie in theaters?
You have to see this movie in theaters. There's no way that you can be fully immersed in this world without it being in theaters. If anything, just for the sound design, the sound of the wind, of the exploding volcanoes, and this epic music that with massive drums and Viking age instruments, look, I know because of COVID, it's hard for me sometimes to always go to the movie theaters, but I go to the movie theaters to see Dune. I go to the movies to see the Batman, and this is the kind of movie that you have to see in a movie theater.
You heard it from Robert himself. Go watch The Northman at Cinemark Theaters. It's a movie you definitely want to see on the big screen. You can get your tickets at cinemark.com.
I will avenge you, father.
I will avenge you, father.